These are the rules of the game. Actions speak louder than words.
Action Sports, only on your World of Champions Supersport. Coming up on Action Sports, we bring you action from the biggest action cricket tournament ever staged in South Africa, the 2011 WICF World Cup. The 8th Indoor Cricket World Cup was held at the Fourways Action Sports Arena, with the official opening ceremony taking place at Lesedi Cultural Village. Teams from Australia, New Zealand, England, Sri Lanka, India, Wales and the host South Africa all assembled for an evening filled with African culture and loads of fun. The event was to introduce the visitors to South Africa's rich history, but also to set the tone for a week of intense international action cricket. 4 titles were up for grabs at Fourways: boys and girls under 19, ladies and the men's. The tournament took on a round-robin format where all the various teams competed against each other, which culminated in the 4 grand finals on day 7, the ultimate prize in their sport. Team Australia came into this World Cup never having lost a final, and the locals were all pumped to cause an upset. We join our man on the spot, Arnold Geertz.
South Africa has presented them all: the FIFA Soccer World Cup, then, of course, the Rugby World Cup and the Outdoor Cricket World Cup. But now another jewel in the South African crown, the Indoor World Cup here at the Fourways Arena. The Australians arrived with a very huge reputation. South Africans gave them a good run for their money, though.
Coming into the grand final, Team Australia bagged the boys and girls under 19 and ladies trophies, and their 8-man team looked focused on adding yet another win to their wonderful record. Team South Africa knew this was their one opportunity to win the trophy, playing in front of their home crowd, and also knew exactly what they needed to do when they went out on court. With all the pre-match talking done, it was time for the men's final to get underway. After the anthems, it was Australia's men who had to bat first. South Africa knew this was their time to shine, and all those hours of hard work and discipline would come down to the next 32 overs. Let's join our commentators to take us through the action.
Right, here we are for the World Cup 2011 men's final to be held in South Africa. Mark, it's been a closely contested contest. This is going to be a goodie.
Mate, I reckon this is going to be a cracker. Now, these two teams have been at each other all week. There's been nothing in it, a couple of runs. It'll be the passion of South Africa, probably versus the calmness of Australia. If South Africa can get it right, they will win. They have an opportunity to create history. This could be their very first World Cup. They've played outstanding, they have this week. It's whether they now can turn up for the big game.
To open the bowling for South Africa will be the captain, Peter McDonald. Comes around the wicket, he sort of darts it into your legs. Australian batsman.
Yes, Benish Bennett, also a great player, and Rob Fitzgerald. Here we go. And that is a fantastic down and up shot to start the game, isn't it?
That is definitely not where the South Africans want to bowl. They want to bowl tight on their legs. They love room, the Australian batsman.
Bennett, who just faced that ball there, is also 36 years of age, have played in a number of World Cups, winning World Cups. Brilliantly fielded there, off Berger. He's a man for this occasion. Let's see whether they can get behind him. Rob Fitzgerald then played a decent shot, great fielding. Also very experienced campaigner, has played in 3 World Cups for Australia. They've sent the big guns out early. McDonald to continue, change up. Oh, that is a brilliant shot there, Bruce.
Australian batsmen very strong on their legs. They tend to hit the ball very hard into the ground. Mark, I see there's scoring zones on the court. You want to explain to the viewers why?
Yes, the front half of the court there, obviously, if you hit before the big wide strap, it is 1 plus a physical run, which makes 2. Obviously, the back half becomes 2, and then the physical becomes 3.
Well bowled, McDonald. That's where he wants to bowl. He wants to get it in the hole, right in the block hole. No room, no place to free your arms.
Well, the plan will be to have Berger in the game as much as possible. You know, that's where they need to be. If they bowl short, him and LaRue's are actually taken out of the game. It's a good start by Peter McDonald, and you'd expect that from the captain. Here, well bowled. Well bowled.
That's the line he wants to bowl. Good early call from Bennett for the batsman to stay. Could have been trouble.
End of the over, the total is 10.
Next up to bowl for South Africa is Junior Dala. He's played in the World Cup in 2009. This guy has got serious gas. He's one of our better players. He's an awesome, awesome player and an awesome, awesome guy. Watch this. The problem with him is sometimes he tries to bowl too fast. As you can see by that was really flying, but it's gone wide. It's been called a no ball. What happens in a no ball in this game?
In a no ball, you get given 2 runs, so that's a gift. The thing is with Junior Dala is, I believe he's one of the most promising players in the world, but composure is the key for him now, because he is a great young player. Keep that composure. That's better. That's better from the young boy. He is a superstar, Bruce, this kid.
That's where he needs to bowl nice and tight on their body. He doesn't want to give them any room to move and free their arms.
At 21 years of age, doesn't he have a future in here? Score's moved on to 15 at the moment. Oh, that's some pace.
I see, Mark, the wicket-keeper only wears 1 glove. Is there a reason for that?
Well, the idea is because these keepers are so sharp. You know, they take the ball with the 1 glove, but they'll freeze their other hand to throw. The pace and throw back there by Maurice was very, very good. The pressure, you don't come out of your crease too far with the quality of the keepers that are on the world event at the moment. Once again, as you've already mentioned, very strong on their legs. They bunted that ball well. The total's moved to 21. I would say to South Africans desperately must get a wicket the next over.
South Africans need to do something. I have a funny feeling they're going to slow it down. You can see Burger doing a lot of talking in the circle. He's using his experience here. Don't be surprised they slow this down.
He's obviously decided to bowl himself too here.
I think Burger's going to bowl. Yeah, he's one of those little wobbly bowlers. He tends to wobble the ball all over the show. Uses his fingers a lot. A difficult bowler to get off the square. Change up from Villiers, very well bowled. Unlucky with the fielders up front. Having said that, it's great dives from both Australians. They are so ready for this. Next up, George Villiers to bowl. He's 20 years of old. He's played in the World Cup under 19s. He's been around the world, got a bit of gas. Let's see if it works to these 2 Australian batsmen who are batting really well.
Bennett facing.
Got some serious gas there. Bennett wasn't sure there. That was coming, and he also swings the ball, Mark, which makes it, this ball, does it make the ball swing a bit more?
Yes, it does. It's a lot lighter. It is. It has a plastic compression case around the outside of the tennis ball. It is very seam and due to being a light ball. If you can hit the seam, especially on these new tracks, the ball seams back a fair bit. That hurried Bennett up, no doubt about that.
Too short from Villiers. It's a good call from the umpire. There's no 2 ways about it. The ball is not allowed to go over your batting stance. Anything over your batting stance is 2 extra runs. That's too short from Villiers. He'll want to pitch this up a bit more. Villiers to Bennett. That's the perfect line. Away swinging, back of a length. It's exactly what you spoke about, Mark. That's where the South Africans need to focus on these 2 batsmen. There's the first one for South Africa. That's what they needed to lift this crowd. They needed to get some runs off the board here.
Magnificent fielding by McDonald. That ball was hit. It was hit hard. His skill set is fantastic. He's grabbed it, returned it. Great done by Luby. Fantastic.
He's straight into the keeper's hand and out. Awesome fielding. That's what the South Africans needed. They needed to get one on the board here. It's well bowled, good cricket from the Australians. They haven't panicked after that wicket. They're still keeping their discipline. They're still just trying to hit the twos. The rest will just come.
They need one now. That's well bowled too.
Well bowled,
that's
giving
well bowled.
No room at all. Bennett's played it very well. Having said that, it's a good ball.
Yeah, the one beautiful thing about our game is that people acknowledge you face a good ball. Hey, it's a good ball. You accept that. Bennett, with the experience, would have said, hey, well bowled, young fella.
South Africa need another wicket. Villiers to Bennett. This is going upstairs. It's very close. Run out to the keeper's side. Let's see what the third umpire says.
Not sure the South Africans are super confident here. I think that was tight.
See there, he hits it into the net. Into the keeper. It's going to be close. It looks too close. They'll go back a few frames. His hands come down now. Breaks the wicket. Go back a frame, I think. I think they'll want to go back 1 or 2 more frames. That's out. Let's see what the third umpire says.
He is.
Third umpire mark is a great innovation to this game.
Oh, look, it's brilliant. You look at them close calls that we are. We're very fortunate. We're sitting in the TV areas. So we get to see it. That is fantastic fielding from South Africa. It really is. They've got them back into the 20s. The third umpire just confirms that the player's out.
It's a good comeback from South Africa. Those two are really batting well. South Africa got 2 early wickets and it pulled it right back for them.
The Villiers then has actually made the batsman play. We know in the game if you make the batsman play, they can make mistakes. The new 2 batsmen here for Australia. Young Jared Leach, you know, obviously on his debut, and obviously young Michael Spargo. Michael Spargo is his first World Cup for the Australian men's, and the same with Jared Leach. These boys are both 23. This will be a pressure 4 overs.
Bowler bowling now is Quinton Libber, 25 years of age. He comes out of the Easterns setup. He's been playing since he was 9 years old. He's been in Tri-Nations. He's been in World Cups. He's got a lot of experience at this level. They really need to look at him now.
Well, that's it. That's a good delivery.
It's well bowled. Quinton Libber swings the ball around a lot. He really bowls with a bit of pace if he wants to. That's a great line. Pressure from the South Africans. Everything's done right. The backstop didn't hold it and could not do the run out. Crucial, crucial, crucial. Next to bowl is Yogi Naidu. He comes from KwaZulu-Natal down in Durban. This is his debut at the World Cup. He's played a bit of provincial cricket. He'll be under a lot of pressure today.
Oh, but I've been impressed with this young man. I've definitely been impressed with him. Jared Leach, the face.
Won't be the start he wants. He has the ability to swing the ball both ways. He really keeps you guessing at a batsman, but he wants to land it. Again, he bowls the big in-swinger. What a great ball. Third ball mark. What is that?
Third ball is when the score hasn't been, there's been no score forward on the previous 2 deliveries. So now what happens is that the score must advance. If it does not advance, the player are out. But there is as much pressure on the batter as what there is on the bowler.
So the batsmen have to run, providing the ball is good.
Yep, correct. Very soft hands by Spargo then. A little bit short. You know, he'd been bowling very full and making it tough. Just bowled a tad short just then. Bruce, isn't this crowd amazing? There must be nearly 2,000 people packed in here. Upstairs, the bar area, on the staircases. You name it, they are everywhere here.
The support from the Johannesburg crowd have been amazing this week, and this whole build-up to the World Cup finals. It's been unbelievable. From every arena they've come to support their teams. Whoever's played, they've had people here. It's been a World Cup that everybody will remember.
Well, You know, from my point of view as a visitor into this country, I cannot say how warmly everyone's been treated here by the South African public.
It looks like it bounced from here.
Yeah, for me it looked like a contentious issue. It's always hard. The ball can hit the bottom of the net. Sometimes they pop up. The fielders take the catch. In this case, the umpire straight away says not out.
Next up to bowl, Steph Leroux, 23 years of old. He's from Gauteng. He made his debut in 2009. A very difficult bowler to get away.
Yes, he comes in, he bowls that loopy type spin. If he gets it right, he's basically unplayable. Good decision here by the captain, McDonald. Just take the pace off the ball a little bit. Spargo and Leach look very comfortable against the quickies.
Steph Leroux has to find his length. Length is critical for him. As soon as he hits that length, he's got the ability to turn the ball both ways, and he's very hard to read out of the hand.
Yeah, it's better.
That's the length. That's what he's looking for. Third ball applies. They now have to run. Leroux wants to produce his best. They probably might bowl the one that goes away from the batsman, even though he's got two fielders on the leg side.
Oh, well bowled. Not out. Unfortunately, Neil Berger has fumbled that.
He's gone upstairs.
He has gone upstairs.
Pressure from the fielding side have asked him to go upstairs. There you can see he throws it into the keeper's hands. He's going to have to go back a few frames. I think as the batsman got the bat in his hand. Is that bat up in the air? No, it could be. Is the bat in the air? Is the bat in his hand? The two have collided. Looks like the bat's in the air. He's given it up.